Alright, there we go. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully this is going to go a lot better than last week. Hopefully. I sincerely hope so. Well, I know I'm like a half hour late, but like I wanted to take a quick nap and eat, which I hadn't had a chance. I didn't eat at late lunch. So yeah, sorry about being a little late. In any case, thank you everyone who comes to join me today, either live or who's watching through the VODs. This is Royal Live to Rest. Thank you for joining me today. And this time we're going to start with some Zuma's Revenge. Now last week I had intended on getting through Zone 2. And I almost did. Oh, right, so I should probably start with what we're doing here. In Zuma's Revenge, I am doing what I'm calling the Iron Zuma Challenge, where I'm going through all of Adventure Mode, Challenge Mode, Heroic Frog, and the Iron Frog Challenge, all in one life. And if I die at any point, such as, I die in a level during Heroic Frog Mode, for instance, or during a boss or something, or in Challenge Mode, I fail to complete the Ace time in the 3 minutes allowed, then I have to go back to Adventure Mode from the very start. Now, as I was saying before I forgot my original spiel for everything, I had originally started from... Oh, cool, it actually still kept it. Nice. I didn't think it would. That's helpful. Okay, well, I'm just going to include... that's going to be a very, very weird break, but I'm probably going to have to start from here and do the rest. Anyways, I had initially intended on doing Zone... this is Zone 2. I intended on doing this... last week, but I got called into work last week, like right at that point where it restarted me on Log Roller in level 19, so I didn't get to completely finish the level like I wanted to. Aww. Oh, I did not think I was actually going to reach that. In any case, yeah. So I had to stop there at Log Roller, and I didn't even start the game back up afterwards, so I didn't even know it was going to have me be right there at the thank you. At that point in the level. So that was a welcome surprise. Alright. So now I get to finish up what I wasn't able to do last week. And I'll go through Zone 3. I didn't make a sort of oh no, darn it, I hate it when it does that. I didn't make like a list of topics to talk about. So I had to I apologize for being a little. I'm probably going to be a little tongue-tied for right now until I remember what I wanted to say. Ah, damn it. Well, that's not helpful. God damn it. There we go. So for anyone who's not really been paying attention as far as like, for anyone who's only been watching the Zuma's Revenge stuff, I actually finally got the Chapter 3 Golden Starbreak in Celeste 2 weeks ago. I was just thankful because I had been spending way too long on that, while I'm trying to get that particular one, so I don't have to worry about it. Again. For a while. I think for a while. I shouldn't need to, I should not need to, I really don't think I should need to play it again. Hopefully not. Hopefully I should not need to. And, that's not gonna make it. Damn it. I mean, like, even telling myself I wasn't gonna make it, and yet I still tried. So, what I'm gonna be doing after I'm done in Zuma is I'm going to be trying to get Chapter 4. And I did some preliminary attempts after I got Chapter 3's, and that went surprisingly well. Now, to be fair, I don't know what that's going to mean for the rest of my attempts, because, you know, I thought things were going decently well in for Chapter 3, and it still took me, you know, good there we go. Like five weeks of attempts to even complete it once. So I hopefully Chapter 4 is going to fall. Not necessarily like the very first try, which I doubt. I don't think it's gonna fall like the very first time I try it. That'd be cool as hell if it did, but I doubt it. What I'm hoping for is that I just get it done tonight. That's all I really want. No. Oh shit. So I may complete it tonight, and I'll be completely satisfied. Let's see here. And left to play news as far as like Guitar Hero is concerned. Oh, thank you. I admittedly last time I thought, like this previous Saturday, I thought I had already put in the score, all of my scores, over 2 different notepads, but apparently I had forgotten to do so for some reason for the other ones. I thought I had done it already, but apparently I had not. So it's kind of a weird situation where like part of my scores are already in while the other ones are not, and they weren't counted as far as, you know, being in the system. So I'm just like, I basically just have to wait till next week for it to properly update. So I'm trying to do a mix of the next 10 or whatever that I usually do, and then like some of them as I'm on the next 25 already. So it's just a really odd situation, but it's not like it's not like it's completely untenable or anything, and it's certainly not as bad as when like the last couple of times I have been like for one reason or another, like either because work was just like, you know, was complete overkill and I didn't have any chance to play at all, or because like just during that week I didn't play much at all. I had to like skip days. This time I didn't have to. Well, I updated a little bit, as I said, and yeah. Yeah, the tri-shot is horrible on stages like this because it's like nothing you can use it on. Well, there's nothing useful to use it on anyways. No! No! Let's see, what was I talking about? Lefty play, right? Crap, I lost track of what I was saying. I hate when I do that. Alright. Don't go there. But I've at least filled up the last of the next 10s that I needed to do. So anything extra I do would be like on the next 25. I know for some of you who don't heavily follow my, well, not that you heavily follow Guitar Hero at all nowadays, but for anyone who's not like Bushidax, who is already a member of Skull Hero and whatnot, hang on. There we go. Basically, for anyone who's not an avid browser of Skull Hero and such other related content, I am a big fan of Guitar Hero, and I play the games a lot. But one of the things I started doing recently is, oh god, that was it. Is I tried to play on both righty, which is my normal playing style, and on lefty flip. And it has been a bit of a challenge, not gonna lie. Like just trying to there we go. Darn it, I thought that was a purple. At least there was a red there to pair it up with, anyways. But oh man, this is not really giving me a lot of chance to talk. I don't mean to sound so dry and like, you know, be starting with my commentary, but like I just have not. I just have not been given good. Well, that was a good series there at the end, but like you were not giving me anything there for a while. Game, wow. Like lighten up a bit, man. Excuse me. I don't want you to go there. Thanks for nothing, you useless amphibian. There we go. And so, and like also on the Skull Hero leaderboards, on the Skull Hero site, there's a wiki for the game, which is like, I think, multiple years out of date at this point. But on one of the pages, it's like a user score statistics page where it updates, like every week, it gives an update on the score, on both the score totals and the number of inputs for each user. It's like you know, like for all categories, all time, for instance, that's like the all category, and then there's like it's broken down by each individual console, you know, Xbox 360, PS2, PS3, and so on. There's also, damn it. And also by instrument, guitar, bass, drums, vocals, keys for Rock Band 3. And then, of course, by game. All the way up to the most recent iterations of Rock Band 4 and Guitar Hero Live. And so I have like a spreadsheet made up based on information from there. Oh, damn it, did it again. Where you... With that, where I like update the cells and it'll change, like, you know, well, unfortunately it doesn't, I don't have a means to like, I don't know how to make it like pull data to actively track my ranking. It's like it would automatically pull data of, you know, the next 400 or something like that, and then let's see, what's what I'm looking for to describe that, like to have it automatically like update my totals and then update my ranking in turn based on those new totals. I don't know how to set up like a macro for that, if that's even possible. So I kind of have to just like, so what I kind of usually do is I first check, like I have the score stats like on the left side. Excuse me. And then I have my Excel spreadsheet on the right side. And so first I just double check which side, not which side. I use my total on the spreadsheet against my current spot to figure out how many ranks I advanced. Then I mark the number of ranks on my accomplishments page. So for instance, if I went up by 5 ranks, for instance, I would say, like say on Guitar Hero 3, I went up by 5 ranks. I would say +5 to whatever the total would be. Like +5 to, you know, 467. And if it's like that few people, I would say over the 5 people who I passed. If it's like 6 or more, I don't bother because it's just too many. That's too many spots to fill up. And if it's like if it's more than 20, then I just say when I went up to I'm up to such and such rank, which usually happens with the it happens mainly with the ones where I have a lower ranking and I have more. There's like more ranks for me to advance, if that makes any sense. There you go. So like for instance, on Guitar Hero 5, I'm like in like the 600s as far as ranking goes. So more often than not, I'm going to, in the span of a week. Well, okay, in Guitar Hero 3, Guitar Hero 5, I have it set so that for the next, because my ranking is so high, which case would be a bad thing because you want to be number 1 here. I have it set so that I have it marched at the next 20 ranks up. So the total that I have written down to get through for the day I have is the next spot 20 ranks up. So it'd be plus 20 if I get over that total, plus however many extra ranks I would go up for how close they are and how many extra points there are. No. Wrong color. Damn it. Ah! Let's go that way. So yeah, and then for if it's like between about 400-ish and oh geez, sorry, hang on. Need to get myself out of this hole here real fast. There we go. Okay. And so that's how it looks like for the next 20. And then for the ones between like about rank 400 and rank 200, I have it set to the next 10. Next 10 ranks I have to get through. And then from 200 to 100, I have it set to the next rank, period. And that's for the first column. For the next column, if like for some reason I'm either like I get really active in Guitar Hero that week for whatever reason, like for instance if I just really wanted to play that week or something like that, then it's like for the ones above 400, it's like the next 35 from the same rank that I'm starting from. So like if I'm like, rank 450, then the first column will be next 20, so it'd be to 530, and that's going to be next 35, which would be to 415. And then for 400 to 200, it's the next 25. And then from 200 to 100, it's the next 10. And the last column, if for some reason I get through all of that, is for the next 50 for all the way up until the top 200. In which case, I have to switch over to the next 25 because it's admittedly just a bit much. Now, I usually don't even expect to get to that point. Like, I usually don't have enough playtime. I usually don't play often enough to even get to that point most weeks. It's a very, very rare week that I feel like playing long enough, often enough that I get all the way up to that third column. So why'd you have to give me 3 in a row? Stop giving me whites that I can't use, please. Jeez. Like, come on! Oh my god! I can't use those whites! Oh man. It wasn't giving me anything at all. Well, there goes attempt 4 because I decided to be a dick. Just because I know it's gonna be fast, let me go to... Let me get through zone 1, and then I'm just gonna switch over to Celeste, because you have to be a bad at this! Ugh. Really? Ugh. Okay, now where was I before the game so brutally interrupted me by being inordinately dickish? You have to stop doing that, please. Oh, that was the wrong color I wanted to throw away. So, yeah. Yeah, and then I update it every week. I try to update it every week at least. And my intention, nominally, my intention is to alternate between lefty and righty. No, like, admittedly, it is, like, however long it takes for that to happen is fine by me. So, you know, like, it's, like, I started, quote-unquote, at the beginning of the year, and I still haven't changed over, mainly because I've been trying to get to a certain number of top 100s. I'm stopping at top 100 just so I'm not going to... I mean, technically I could just keep going, but I kind of want to stop at top 100 for these, and then when I get them all to the top 100, then I'm going to start playing through them again. And it won't be that big an issue as far as, like, There we go. That's just what I've decided. And then once they're all on the top 100, well, technically, once they all get to the top 100, I'm probably going to pause in that regard long enough to do a separate set of boards by a user on the site who has like these leaderboards for guitar and bass, and I would be trying to get at least onto the hard, the easy, medium, and hard boards, because I don't have the chops yet to play on expert that well. So I wouldn't be able to get on those boards anyways. I mean, maybe like on Rock Band, on the Rock Band side of things, but not on Guitar Hero anyways. So I'd want to be able to be at least on all of the boards in some fashion. You know, like, not necessarily like, you know, competitive, like, you know, I'm going for first place. I'm never going to go for first place because, like, getting whammy for star power is not something I can do, just because of the way that the guitar is made. The whammy bar is not in a conducive place for whammying for me. So I kind of just don't bother. And then after that, I'd probably wait a little bit even then. Like, one of the last things I might do as far as general stuff such as that is I would make sure I have scores input on all the on-disc songs, which I don't quite have. I'm not quite there yet for everything. And then I would at least do a couple of full game FCs, full game full combos. And then once I get a few of, at least, you know, obviously like easy and medium full game full combos, I will probably then go back and try to get, you know, top 50. Well, on some of them, anyways. Like a couple of games, it's going to be almost impossible to do that without playing on multiple consoles. Simply because multiple people, myself included, for Aerosmith, have multiple scores input across multiple consoles, and in that case, it's like it's literally impossible to get first place in those when you stick to purely to one. You stick to just one console. It's literally going to be impossible. So, the case is that I'm probably not going to bother, especially because I already have scores inputted for easy, medium, and hard already. I'm almost done with expert, and at best, I'm going to barely miss out on the top 100. I'm going to have to replay some songs. So that one's probably just going to stay at the top 100 for a while, but that's fine. That's really as far as I would care to get anyways. So they could just stay there. It could just stay there for a while, and I'll be fine. And On the righty side of things, okay, almost done here. On the righty side of things, I am looking to do a lot of full game FCs, basically. I already have like 175, and I'm shooting for 200. That's what my main goal is. And like my current goal is to do a bunch on drums. And I actually have made some progress. Like, for instance, I'm not good enough to do expert on drums anyways, so that's not even an option. But like, but for instance, I have easy full game keys, medium. I actually have a few hard ones, mainly on Rock Band, but I have at least one on Guitar Hero side as well. Well, and I do apologize for kind of stopping in the middle, but as you can see, I just got through Zone 1, and I want to get started on playing Celeste here. So, thank you for entertaining my me going all over the place as far as topics. At least I feel like I've been stuck. I stayed on one singular topic most of the time, but I felt like I was like jumping, like stopping and starting on the topics most of the time. So I'm glad some people start enjoying this. In any case, I'm going to be taking a quick break here to just, get some water, stretch a little bit, and then I'm going to get some water, I'm going to stretch a little bit, and then we're going to get started on Celeste. So give me a couple minutes, and I will get that started up. And for anyone who's just here for the Zuma stuff, thank you very much for coming by and watching this highlight when it gets made. I will likely make a highlight of last week's, and I'll just have it stop where I cut off, which was probably just going to be like the whole thing is just going to be like, I think 20 minutes, 29 minutes, something like that. So yeah, I'll see you back here in a bit.